Hey, welcome guys. Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV. Here we are, starting off the 1973 season. We are a tabletop baseball digest, and it's Fall Classic Baseball. Replaying the 73 Mets. It's going to be Seaver versus Carlton today. For the visiting Phillies, it's going to be Boa leading off, Unser batting second. Third is Willie Montanez. Cleanup is Hutton. Batting fifth is Luzinski. Sixth is Pagan. Seventh is Mike Ryan. Denny Doyle. Batting eighth. Batting ninth is Steve Carlton. For the hometown Mets, here in Queens, it's Harry Harrelson, Mian, Willie Mays, Rusty Staub, Cleon Jones. Fifth. Sixth is John Milner. Seventh is Jim Fregosi. Duffy Dyer, catcher. And batting ninth is Tom Terrific. Both these pictures are exceptional. Every column is exceptional. Now, Carlton has a weak C column. It's got like 3 walks there and a couple of three singles. Seaver, way better, only 2 singles and 1 walk, and then a half a walk. So let's roll to see what they're going to be in this game. And let me get that. Hold on. Let's get a post-it. Here goes. Tom Seaver always roll the pitcher for the team that I'm replaying first. And he's going to be an A pitcher. So hopefully we get a complete game out of Terrific. The franchise. The one the Mets let get away. That was sad. And here is Carlton. Carlton would be a B pitcher. So I use these post-its to kind of cancel out the columns that I'm not using, so it's easier for my eyes to go directly to the column I need. And it gets me more focused. You don't have to do that, just something that I do. All right, so here's Larry Boa at the plate. Larry Boa was a .211 hitter in 1973, and the pitch from Seaver. It's going to be a 23, and that will be a line shot to center field. Mays doesn't have to move very much, and he makes the catch. So that's 1 out, a line drive to center field off the bat of Larry Boa. And Del Unser, lefty. Pitch from Seaver, 52, and that's strike 3. Seaver goes 1-5 on the KD check. And here is Willie Montanez, another lefty hitter, and that'll be the second strikeout of the game for Seaver. So he has a 1-2-3, 3 up, 3 down inning. Here's Harrelson against Steve Carlton, starting off the bottom of the first. No score. Mets batting 62, and checks his swing, and they look at the umpire. He rings him up. So Harrelson strikes out. Mian, who is almost impossible to strike out, 41, and that's going to be ball 4. So he walks. And that brings up Willie Mays, right-handed hitter. Carlton gets a sign. Deals 61, and that's a swing and a miss at a high fastball. And Rusty Staub is next. Good contact hitter, and that's an 11. That's ball 4. 2 walks in the inning for Carlton, who does have a wild streak. Doesn't say how many he walked, but he did have an almost 1.4 whip. The pitch to Cleon Jones, a 45, and that'll be tapped right back to the mound. Carlton picks it up over to first, and that retires the side. Here comes Seaver against Hutton, lefty Tom Hutton, who's an exceptional first baseman, strong arm, and a 14 range. 31, and that's bounced up the middle, and that's through into center field. So first hit of the game, that puts Hutton on at first. Here's Greg Luzinski. Power hitter, and that's going to be trouble. That's a deep drive to left, and that ball, Jones looks up, and it's gone. 2-0. That's a ballpark home run for Greg Luzinski, who hit 29. And Jose Pagan with a 26, and against the lefty, that's a single. Otherwise, it's bounced up the middle. Harrelson there, over to first in time, 1 down. 2-0 Phils on a 2-run homer by Greg Luzinski. Here's Mike Ryan, the catcher today. And that's bounced to second base. Mian throws him out. And Denny Doyle Doesn't hit very much. Batted 273, so I'm wrong. And that is bounced up the middle. Mian gets there, plants, and throws them out. And here come the Mets. John Milner playing against the lefty today at 53. That's going to be a range check against the right fielder Montanez. I don't think Montanez is very good. And Montanez lets it drop in for a single. A range single for John Milner. And here's Jim Fregosi. The pitch, 41. That's ball 4. So 2 runners on for the Mets here with nobody out. That brings up Duffy Dyer. We're going to let him bat. And it's a 45 with a 4. Ooh, that's going to be a double play. First and second, it requires the 6-4-3 double play. Unless the second baseman, Doyle, has a weak arm. Let me look at Doyle. And he has a strong arm. So that's a double play. And that moves Milner to third. With Tom Seaver out. Tom Seaver, 161 hitter. Pitch, and a 22 is a swing and a miss. Struck him out. So the Mets had a good opportunity there with 2 on and nobody out. Hit into a double play, and then Seaver strikes out to end the inning. Top of the third. Seaver versus Carlton. And a 43 will be a fly ball. Shallow right. Staub comes in. 1 down. Top of the order now for the Phils. Larry Boa leads off. 41, and that is a pop-up. Pop-up to these batting lefty third baseman. Foul? Is that foul territory? No. Fair territory. So pop 5. And here's Del Unser. Pitch to Dell at 34, and that will be lined and caught by Mian. 2-0 Phils. We go to the bottom of the third. It's a 2-run homer by Greg Luzinski. Here's Buddy Harrelson, leads off the inning with a 13, and that'll be tapped right back to Carlton, who throws out Harrelson for the first out. Felix Mian is next. And a 65, -9 on the home run. It would have to be a 1 or a 2 for a home run. He did hit 3 home runs. This is hit deep to right. Montanez on the track. And he hauls it in, 2 away. Here is Willie Mays, the pitch, and a 21. Strike 3, got him. And Montanez now top of the 4th. We're really moving along. Now, this is a 54 roll, which is interesting. It goes to Wilder chart. So best empty Wild sends you to Wilder chart. Pull another card, and Wilder says a foul pop-up down the third base line, D20 versus the third baseman Fregosi. That's with the Mets. And Fregosi, third base, is a 9. What do we roll? A 15, so he makes the catch. So he reaches into the stands and pulls it out for the first out. So Montanez is retired on a foul pop-up. Next is Hutton, 34, and that's a fly ball to right. Staub pulls it in. Luzinski with 2 out, nobody on, 25, and that'll be bounced to third. Scooped up by Fregosi. Fires a missile to first base. 3 up, 3 down. Bottom of the 4th. Rusty Staub versus Steve Carlson, lefty on lefty, and Rusty bounces one through the hole and into right field for a single. And Cleon Jones now steps into the box. And the pitch. We need a home run here. We're not going to get it. 43. That's going to be a 6. That's going to be a 6-4-3. They turn it. And let me just double check. Right on first. Unless it's a 1. It's not a 1. S or an A. As long as he's not a W shortstop. Boa should be an A shortstop. And he's a strong shortstop, so that's a 6-4-3 double play. All right, 2 out and 1 nobody on. Milner. Pitch from Carlton. Winds and deals, 24. And that is a bouncer to short. Easy play for Boa. End of the inning, top of the fifth. Pagan. This game plays super fast, as you can see, especially when you have two really good pitchers. And that's pulled down the line for Gosi with a nice backhand stab. Long throw to first. Scooped out of the dirt by Milner. 5-3. So, nice play at both ends of the ball. Here's Ryan with one out and a 65, -3. And that'll be a 3 for a home run, but we rolled an 18. So that's a fly ball center field. Mays. Willie Mays in the last year of his career. And here's Denny Doyle. Doyle with a 31, and that will be a little check swing blooper, and that over the head of Harrelson. Played on a hop by Cleon Jones. It's a 2-out single for Denny Doyle on a 31. And here's Steve Carlton. Got a 180 with a 66, and that's going to be a base hit single. Could have been a home run. He did hit a home run. 2 home runs, actually. So he needs a 1 or a 65 to hit a home run. A 13, it says runner fast or average speed goes to third. Doyle should be one of those. He is average. He will go to third. First and third with 2 outs. So the Phillies have a little something brewing. And Boa now. The pitch, 55, and that's line base hit. 1 run scores. The other runner can risk unless he's F. I don't know that Carlton is F, so he'll probably hold. Yeah, he is slow, so he will hold. 3-0 Phils, so they're getting to Seaver a little bit here with 2 outs. A little 2-out rally. Here's Unser and a 53 with a 9. Oh boy, that's a range check on the third baseman, Fregosi. And that will be, a nice play by Fregosi, back on his feet. Goes to second to retire the side, but they pick up another run. So the Phils, 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. The Mets, no runs, 2 hits, no errors. And the bottom of the fifth is going to bring up Fregosi, Dyer, and then the Seaver. So Carlton winds and deals with the snake eyes, and that is a ball 4. Fregosi walks. Here's Duffy Dyer. Steps in the box, right-handed hitter. The pitch, 32, and that'll be a tapper right back to the mound. Carlton's going to try for 2 to Boa for 1, and going in hard is Fregosi, who breaks it up. So it's a fielder's choice. And here's Tom Seaver. He will bat, swing away, and that he checks his swing. Look at the ump at first and rings him up. That is strikeout number 5 for Carlton. And here's Buddy Harrelson. Pitch from Carlton, 64, and that is he's batting righty, so that's bounced to third. Pagan goes to second for the force, and that retires the side. We go to the top of the 6th. Del Unser. No, actually, it's Montanez. And the pitch, it's a 12, and that will be a ground ball to first base. With that 2 on the white die, he will flip it to the pitcher, 3-1. So Seaver covers. And here's Hutton, the next batter, with a 32. That'll be lifted to left. Jones and Mays come together. And it is Jones. Lozinski now with a 53 and a 13. That's another range check. Shortstop, Harrelson. Oh, I think Harrelson is a 13. He makes a dive for the ball and stops it back on his feet. Throw to first in time to get Lozinski. Great play by Buddy Harrelson. Felix Mian leads off the bottom of the 6th. Carlton with a 43, and that will be bounced to short. Boa in time. Willie Mays is next. And that's a 63, and that'll be strike 3. 2 out. Strikeout number 6 for Carlton. And here's Rusty Staub with a ball lifted to center. On the run is Unser. Will he get there? Yes. Top of the 7th. Here we come. Jose Pagan against Tom Terrific with a 41, and that'll be a line drive caught by Seaver. Seaver in the self-defense mode comes up with the ball somehow. And Mike Ryan with a 55, and that's ripped to center field. Played on a hop by Mays. Denny Doyle, who's a good hit and run guy, and there goes Here goes Ryan. Oh, Ryan, is Ryan the catcher? Yeah, he's not running. I'm sorry. He's not running. A 33 will be an ABC single, and he is an A, so that's going to be a base hit. And actually, no hit. I took the hit and run off because I realized it was the catcher. So it's it's a 20, and that's ball 4. So 2 base runners here, and it's going to be Carlton, and we're going to get Carlton to bunt here. He is a 5, and we got it. It's going to be to the catcher over to first, second, and third. So 2 runners in scoring position for the Phils. They lead at 3-0. Here's the pitch to Boa, and that's a 12, which will be bounced to second base. That'll do it. So we go to the bottom of the 7th. 7th inning stretch. It's going to be Jones, Milner, and Fregosi. How is everybody doing today? Jones 0 for 2, Milner 1 for 2, and Fregosi 0 for 2. Cleon Jones, righty hitter, the pitch, 61, strike 3. 1 down, that's Luna. And Milner steps in the box with the snake eyes, and that'll be a 16. Checks his swing, they check with the third base umpire, and he rings him up. Jim Fregosi with a 61, and got him. Strikes out the side. Here is Larry Boa. Nope, Del Unser against Seaver. Both these pitchers can go the distance easily. Here is the pitch to Unser, and that's a 51 with a 16. It's an error check, but 16 is very high, and Harrelson is a 4. So he makes that play easily for the first out of the inning. Here's a Willie Montanez. Now Montanez had some good seasons in the early 70s. That's 263 with 11 home runs. So he loses a lot of his power by 1973. Here's the pitch, a 33, and that's banged up the middle, and that's through. So Montanez is on first. Here's Hutton. Pitch from Seaver, 14, and that'll be a fly ball to right. Stop on the run and stop. Tracks it down, 2 away. The top of the 8th, 2 down, 1 on. Here's Greg Luzinski, and that's a 55. That's going to be, that's a drive over the center fielder's head off the base of the wall. Scoring is Montanez, and Luzinski chugging around second, trying for third. Here's the relay. Harrelson to Fregosi. The Fregosi with the tag. It's a triple. It's a triple, an RBI triple with 2 outs. We should have got a score here. Oh, I see why. I never hit triple. I missed it. Okay, Pagan here with 2 outs. Here's the pitch, and that's a 46 with a 17. That's line base hit. Trying for second against Cleon Jones's arm. He's a 4, so we're gonna roll a 4 or less, and he is out at second base, and he is out. So it's a single. And he's thrown out trying to stretch it into a double. So it is an RBI. And he is out. Oh, he's safe there. He's out at second. 7-2 Mian 4. But they pick up 2 more runs. Duffy Dyer leads off, and they're going to pinch hit for Seaver in this inning. Unfortunately, Seaver has a rough day. Here's a pitch. And wait, how did they score 2 runs? Hold on, a single, fly out, triple. Oh yeah, okay. 65, Duffy Dyer, -9. A 2 will be a home run, but no, that's bounced to short. And we're gonna bring up a pinch hitter. Who's it gonna be? Who had the most at bats? Grody, Garrett, but he's a lefty. Martinez had 263 at bats. He's a righty, so we'll bring in. What was his name? Teddy Martinez. That's his name. Teddy Martinez will pinch hit. That's how I do it. I usually look for the side of the batter, and I look for the guy who played the most, had the most at bats. Try to make it realistic within my view of realism. So Teddy Martinez steps in for Seaver, and here's the pitch, and a 66, and that's going to be a drive down the line, fair ball into the corner. Martinez digging for second. The throw from Luzinski not nearly in time. That is a pinch hit double for Ted Martinez. So the Mets have a runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the eighth with Buddy Harrelson at the plate. The pitch from Carlton, 35, and that will be lined and caught by the third baseman. And we'll do a 2 and a 12 for a double play and no double play. So L5. If it's the first base or second base of the pitcher, it's a 2-3, 12-13. But for shortstop and third base, it's much harder. So I make it a 2 to 12. Here's Mian with 1 out, 2 out, and 1 on. Pitch. Snake eyes, and that'll be a base hit single. Let's see if the run will score easily. Martinez. You know what? He's going to hold up down by 5. He will hold up. Because if that would have been a possible risk result, then I wouldn't have wanted to do that. So we're going to hold him up at third base. And here's Willie Mays. Here's the pitch from Carlton, 15, and that's a check swing. Went around, and that retires the side. Here, let's find out who is going to games. All right, Tug McGraw, 69 games. Harry Parker, 59 games. This is kind of a McAndrew with 78 games. So we're going to bring in McAndrew because this is 5-0. McAndrew has like a 5 ERA, but I don't want to use my other guys. So Seaver goes 8, gives up 5 runs, unfortunately. Disappointing day for Tom Terrific. Definitely much better than that. Outstanding card. Just rolls just did not go his way today. And that's the name of our game, right? That's our game. So we're looking at McAndrew here. Got a lot of pitchers, and I separate the pitchers and the batters. It makes it much easier. McAndrew, here he is. All right, so McAndrew, let's see what he's going to be. We roll, and he is an A pitcher. Not a great card for sure. He had a 5 ERA, so he does give up a lot of hits. We'll see what happens. Jose Pagan. Actually, it's Ryan. Mike Ryan. Here's a pitch. 13, and that's a strikeout. Danny Doyle. 1 down. 51. That's going to be an error check on somebody on the second baseman. Mian's error rating is a 2, so he's got good hands. He'll make that play. And here is Carlton with a 36, and that'll be a base hit. It's a single for Carlton against McAndrew, who gives up a lot of hits. Larry Bowen, not a lot of walks, a lot of hits. 22. That's going to be another base hit. Oh, 22 is an out. It's lifted to left. Jones in, Harrelson back, and it's Jones, calls him off. Last licks for the Mets, bottom of the 9th. It's going to be Rusty Staub, Cleon Jones, and Jim Fregosi. Carlton going for the... Oh, he's got a shutout, so he should be right here. He should be his A column. Let's do it. And that's a 33. That is line. Base hit. Ripped to right off the bat of Rusty. Cleon Jones is next. Mets need 5. Snake eyes. And that will be a fly ball to right. On the run is Montanez, and he gets there, tracks it down. Here's John Milner. Pitch to Milner with a 46 and a 9, and that will be fouled out of play. Milner again with a 22, and that'll be ball 4. So 1 out, 2 on. Here's Fregosi, the pitch. And it's a 56, and he got him with the curveball. Big curveball by Steve Carlton. Duffy Dyer. You know what? Let's see. Do we pinch hit for Dyer with Grody? Sure, why not? Or with Theodore with 116 at bats. Let's do that. So Theodore will pinch hit. looking forward to this season. It's going to be a blast, learning all the players, their strengths, their weaknesses, and just following along with the roster to look at who contributed, how they contributed, what kind of cards they had, what kind of power they had. Theodore 259, 116 at bats. Here's the pitch from Carlton, two on, two out, and it's a 35, and that'll be a bouncer right back to Carlton. Feels it over to first, and ball game's over. So the Phils, Steve Carlton 1-0, Seaver 0-1. Let's look. It is Phillies 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. Mets no runs, 5 hits, no errors. And it was a rough day for Terrific. Let's look at the box score. Mets Mian 1 for 3, 2 for 3 for Staub, 1 for 3 for Milner, and 1 for 1 for Teddy Martinez, who came in picked up a pinch hit double. And for the Phils, 2 for 4 for Luzinski with a 2-run home run. Had another RBI with a triple. Had a triple and a double. Triple and a home run, and that triple is hard to come by on his card. Not an easy roll. So things were just not going Seaver's way. The ball was not bouncing in his favor. Seaver's line is 8 innings pitched, 9 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, 1 home run allowed. Faced 33 batters. And that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the broadcast of the Mets opening day of 1973 and my replay. And I will definitely see you guys very, very soon. Ciao. Remember to like and subscribe. Take care.